Hello race fans, the NASCAR SEGA Cup Series is back and we're here live at one of the most famous racetracks in the world. We're here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway getting ready for the Brickyard 400. One driver out of these 42 will be lucky enough to kiss these bricks. Right now on the front row we have William Duncan still trying to look to get his first win of season number 3. And right beside him is Alex Drayton. His best finish this season has been second. And also to report, we have a driver making his second Cup Series debut. Driver the number 78 is going to be rookie Stephen Pollard III. He's looking to make a impact here. How would it be if he would find a way to win here? One driver trying to get their second consecutive win here in the Brickyard 400, and that's Dillon Poteet. He did win this race. He did win this race last season under the 5 car from Hendrick Motorsports, so he's looking to try to double down here. The points have definitely shaken up since the last race. What will we see here though? But we're just seconds away from those famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
I'm up in the center of 1 and 2 up here, so as you're going down the back stretch into 3, it may appear to me that they're inside, but they may be just shy of that. I'll really try to stay on top of that all night, buddy.
As you see the cars rolling down the front straightaway and into turn 1, here is your starting lineup for the Brickyard 400. Some drivers are changing paint schemes. Now we see Shawn Henley driving a very special number 25 under Napa Auto Parts. And up ahead is Tim Fiegel right here in the Casey Kane retro white and red stripes car. And a little tidbit about row number 4, Dillon Young, our points leader. He's starting in this race from the 8th position. And starting right beside him is Ryan Acosta. The last time we were here at the Brickyard, relative John Acosta came in second place to Dillon Poteet. So Ryan Acosta is trying to do what John couldn't do, try to win the Brickyard 400 as the pace car is now coming down pit road, and William Duncan and Alex Drayton are leading them to the green flag. Last season this race was 24 laps. This season it's 32. So 8 extra laps could mean a big difference on who the winner will be. And right now, we see the Roush teammates are trying to pull away. William Duncan with the early advantage, but now we see Alex Ferranti on the inside running a little retro scheme of his own. He's running the XI batteries on his Ford Fusion. Now we see Steven Gonzalez trying to come up in third as William Duncan, he's broken away from his teammate and trying to pull away. And Ferranti, he just went to the extreme high side right there. He's about to lose second place to Steven Gonzalez, though, as he's about to push by Cody Llamas. Now, season 1, the 17 did go to victory lane. And oh man, we got trouble. Oh man, Kyle Mathews, and man, he came back right in front of the track. And the caution did not come out until after they crossed the start-finish line. So these guys are going to have to race around. And oh man, Lyndon Wright in the 24, he flipped over. Oh man, he came in contact with Seth Cole. And oh man, I bet that caution flag is not what William Duncan wanted to see because he is gone. And oh man, I have no idea who was all involved. William Duncan will most likely lead these guys back to the start-finish line because because the other field has slowed down, but he hasn't yet. And there's Lyndon Wright, who I saw flip over. I'm trying to see who else was involved. And oh man, there's Ian Dutta. He's under the apron. I'm trying to see who else. Cole Daly's back here. There's Seth Cole with left side damage to his Geico 52. Oh man, that's not what he needed at all. He has some rear damage as well. I'm trying to see who else. Oh no, Levi McIntire. He's also involved. He's up in smoke. That 22 is smoking. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else with damage. I don't see anybody else other than Lyndon Wright. There's Michael Norman running his red, white, and blue patriotic number 8. And the field has finally caught up to William Duncan, but I bet that's not what he needs to see. There's McIntire up in smoke. There's Ian Dutta, and there's Lyndon Wright. Like I said, he got hooked by Seth Cole and just came up back onto the track as we see Dougie Shears, Cole Daly, and Dakota Hughes trying to catch up with the rest of the pack. But oh man, this is really a big accident. And there's a little bit of rear damage to James Qualls. Oh man. An early wreck already in the Brickyard 400, and this is not what Seth Cole needed. 3 drivers already in trouble. But let's see what happened to the 24. Well, here's what happened. Coming out of turn 4, it looks like Seth Cole and Lyndon Wright were going 3 wide with Dillon Young, and then the 24 just gets hooked by the 52. And then Lyndon Wright, he tried to save it, but Seth Cole gets into the pit wall, and then he comes back up right in front of Ian Dutta and Levi McIntire. Oh man, and that just sends the 24 over. And oh man, I think the entire outside row had to slow down. Joshua Collard, he's stuck behind the 14. As you see, the 24 just flipping. And oh man, Ian Dutta, I believe he got a hit from Joshua Collard. And oh man, as we see the 24 just tumbling down the front straightaway. And oh man, Lyndon Wright, he just went for a wild ride there. We're going to have to go on board with Levi McIntire, Joshua Collard, Seth Cole, and Lyndon Wright to see what they saw. As we see the 24 still continuing to slide towards the entrance of turn 1, right in front of the pace car. Wow, he spent half the front straightaway on his roof, and that is not what Lyndon Wright needed at all to start off his Brickyard 400. And here we are with our first of 4 onboard cameras. First with Seth Cole. Nothing that Seth could have done, and as you see the flipping 24. And it looks like Seth Cole got another hit from James Qualls in the 42. He got hit from behind twice. Now here we are with our second onboard camera with the GameStop number 22 of Levi McIntire. Very little time to react there. The 24 ended up getting turned by the 14, and then that sent the 24 straight into McIntyre's front bumper, and unfortunately, McIntire went up in smoke. I believe he's already taken his car back to the garage area. Now here we are on board with the Air Force number 43 of Joshua Collard. Right behind McIntire when this happened. And Collard, he actually sent the 410 car spinning around. But I don't think Collard really suffered any damage there. Now here we are with one final onboard with the cockpit camera of Lyndon Wright. The reason why I didn't go to the hood camera is because he spent most of the track going upside down and it's nothing but static. gets sent over, and then he just spins the entire front straightaway just up on the roof. He barrel rolls a few more times. And that has got to be a rough ride for Lyndon right there. I can't remember the last time he's had to flip that bad. I believe the last time he had to flip that bad was Auto Club in Season 2. And before we go to live action, something happened during pit stops. Apparently there was a little bit of backup on the back straightaway, and Noah Boggs in the 15, he just kept pushing the back of Kris Wascher, as we're about to see right here. Rohit Vadarevu was slowed up a little bit, and the 15, I guess he just didn't let off, and then he just turns the 20 car around. Our winner from Loudon, Noah Boggs, he's still pushing around Kris Wascher. Then up behind them, Charles Sandfer, he runs into the back of James Qualls, and then Qualls hits the 20, and then that causes extreme front damage to the 07. And Charles Sandfer, he already has a win already, and he's 9th in points. He already took his 07 back to the garage area, so I don't think Sandfer's going to be too happy with Wascher or Boggs when this is over. Charles Sandfer's Brickyard 400 is over. And here we are back at Indianapolis. We're going to restart on lap number 7. Plenty of racing to go. And the guys who are now out of this race are Ian Dutta, Levi McIntire, Lyndon Wright, and Charles Sandfer from what we just saw. Now, after pit stops, the top 10 has definitely jumbled up. Our new leader is Alex Ferranti. Second place is Ron Acosta. And look who's right behind him, Dillon Poteet in third place. Fourth place is Stevie Pie himself, Steven Gonzalez. Fifth place is Mr. Jamba Juice, Alex Drayton. Sixth place is Shawn Henley. Seventh place is Danny Wells. Eighth is Dillon Young. Ninth is Cody Llamas, who's third in points. And rounding out the top 10 is Joshua Mudd. The rest of the top 15 are Kyle Mathews, Zachary Fitzwater, Tim Fiegel, Jackie Tang, and Stephen Pollard III. Still plenty of racing here to go. Alex Ferranti hasn't won a points race since Season 2 New Hampshire. And oh man, he got a real great rocket start off that restart, and he is pulling away. And oh man, there goes Steven Gonzalez about to take away third place from Dillon Poteet. But here comes Shawn Henley in the 25. Shawn Henley trying to represent for Twin X Racing. His Twin X Racing teammate coming up right behind him, Alex Drayton in the 51. Seth Cole, he did get his damage repaired, and he restarted at the back of the pack. And oh man, something's happened to Derek Engel in the 5. Oh, something has happened to Derek Engel, and he is coming to a stop. But luckily the caution is not out, and Seth Cole, he did get his damage repaired, but I don't think his car is going to be too slow. That car looks as good as new. Pit crew is really working to get that Geico number 52 back up to spec. As we head back to the front, it's still all about Alex Ferranti. But oh man, now we got a battle for the lead. Ron Acosta now in the 38. He's trying to take it away. Ron Acosta has been in the Second Cup Series since the beginning of season number 1. He's one of the original drivers, and he is still yet to win. But now here comes Steven Gonzalez now. Steven Gonzalez, he's about to take the lead away from the 38. And here comes the points leader, Dillon Young. He's trying to make his presence known here, and he's bringing Cody Llamas along with him. First and third in the standings are now running in the top 5. And here comes Tim Fiegel now. He's trying to make his presence known. Tim Fiegel won back at Dover. He wants to get another win here. That's Kyle Mathews. He's now stuck on the outside. And now here comes Danny Wells along with Zachary Fitzwater on the inside. They're trying to battle for the top 10. We're heading back to the front. It's still all about Steven Gonzalez. But Shawn Henley, he is all over the back bumper of that 55. And Derek Engel, he sits on pit road. Something happened to the Hendrick number 5. We're going to have to get an update later. But he's already 2 laps down, I believe. And oh man, look at this. Dillon Young and Ron Acosta both dive down to the bottom. And that's going to leave Shawn Henley on the high side with no help. And oh man, but while they're battling side by side, Steven Gonzalez, he's going to try to pull away. Steven Gonzalez, he's going to try to do what Jamie McMurray did. He wants to try to win the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same season. He's trying to do that as we're still having a heated battle for second place between Dillon Young and Ryan Acosta. A fellow Acosta, John Acosta, finished this race last season in second place. And Ryan, he would hate to get yet another second place finish for the Acosta family. He wants to win here. As we head further back, now we see Joshua Mudd. He's trying to get into the top 10 for the first time here today. And here comes Jessica Shelton, our winner from Daytona. She would love to get a Brickyard victory. And here comes Stephen Pollard III in the 78. He wants to make his presence known. This is his very first Second Cup Series debut. And oh boy, and oh man, Charles Jackson, he got hooked, and he just. Oh man, Charles Jackson, he got hooked by someone, and he's forced to come down pit road. Oh man, but I don't know. This may be strategy for the 11. He got hooked by someone. I couldn't see who it was. It may have been James Qualls because he came down as well. But as we head back to the front, it's all about Steven Gonzalez. He's dominating this race so far. Acosta's by himself in second place. Third place is now Tim Fiegel. Fourth is now Cody Llamas. Fifth is Zachary Fitzwater. Zachary Fitzwater in a couple of races ago, he did come in second place. So he does know how to drive the wheels off of that 28 car. Now right behind Fitzwater is Dillon Young. Ferranti's dropped all the way back to 10th. So some of the cars have separated now, but Steven Gonzalez, he's being chased down by that 38. Let's go to the rear camera of the 55. They just passed Charles Jackson, who came off of pit road, and Ryan Acosta, he's just chasing the 55. The M&M's paint scheme on the 38 that we normally see on the 18 of Joseph Lombard. And Ryan Acosta, he is not giving up. He's trying to represent for Yates Racing. Both of the Yates Racing cars are in the top 5, come to think of it. And oh man, it looks like Acosta's trying to challenge Gonzalez for the lead. And oh man, the caution's out. The caution is out. Doesn't that look familiar? As soon as Acosta tries to go for the lead, the caution comes out. The caution comes out on lap number 12/13, and I have no idea who was involved as Gonzalez led them down. There's Derek Engel coming back onto the track. And oh man, Cole Daly in the Budweiser 88. He was involved in something. There's James Qualls who left pit road. And there's Dougie Shears in the 83. And Seth Cole, he's coming down pit road as well. Does he have any damage though? Yes, he does. He was involved in another wreck. And oh man, Trent Dunham sporting his new TrentTheHedgie McDonald's paint scheme on the Sega Chevrolet. Oh man, so we had a 3-car wreck here. Trent Dunham, Seth Cole, well, we'll make that 4 cars. Trent Dunham, Seth Cole, Cole Daly, and Dougie Shears. And Cole Daly is done. Oh man, that's 300 cars that ran into trouble. The last strong one out there is Joshua Mudd. We're gonna have to take a look and see what happened here. Steven Gonzalez is still the race leader. Second is Acosta. Third is Cody Llamas. Fourth is Zachary Fitzwater, and fifth is Dillon Young. Let's see what happened to bring out our second caution of the day as they're about to come down pit road to take pit stops. Before we go to see what happened to bring out our second caution, let's see what happened to Charles Jackson. Coming out of turn number 4, him and Dillon Poteet were battling out for the top 15 spot. And Poteet, he had a run off the inside, and then he just hooks the left rear of Charles Jackson. But lucky enough, Charles right there, Poteet just barely misses the cone, and they both just split the pit wall like perfectly. Charles Jackson came down pit road, but now unfortunately since that caution came out, his chances of winning this race are over. But how lucky was Poteet to not hit that wall? He dives right in front of Shaun Gallighan, and he managed to keep his position. But still, that's a tough break for Charles Jackson. I'm trying to get to him on pit road. There he is. Still a tough break for Charles Jackson there. The one time it wasn't his fault. Now here's how to brought our second caution. They went nearly 4 wide in the out of the entrance of turn 1. Danny Wells smacks the wall. He comes up right in front of Joshua Collar, and he also gets into the 77 of Jackie Tang. Then Dougie Shears, he went deep into the inside, and I don't think he let off the brakes. And then Danny Wells, he comes up right in front of Zach Hamlin as Jackie Tank comes up in front of the 88. Then Trent Dunham, he had nowhere to go. And it's just a huge cluster right here. Then right here, Dougie Shears and Trent Dunham just does a nosedive while Dougie Shears flips. And Jackie Tank nearly flips as well. And oh man, Seth Cole, he ran into the back of Garrett Snyder in the 16. And Dakota Hughes barely misses the 52 as we see Dougie Shears and Jackie Tank just flipping. Trying to see if I can find a better camera angle. Oh man, this is just insane. Right here as we see Dougie Shears coming back up the racetrack. He tried to save it, but there was no way. His wheels locked up. Joshua Collard nearly misses it. Trent Dunham had nowhere to go. Noah Bars got stuck behind this as we see the 83 flipping, the one doing a nosedive, and Pichu London, how did he make it through that in the 27? As we see Seth Cole, he tries to slow down, but he just slams into the back of the 16. And Dakota Hughes barely misses Seth Cole coming down on him. But oh man, tough break for the 77, 83, 1, 19, 88, and 15. And here we are back in Indianapolis. We're going to restart on lap 17, passing the halfway mark. And we have more guys now out of the race. They are Trent Dunham, Seth Cole, and Dougie Shears. They are now out of this race. Now Charles Jackson and James Qualls, they got their laps back, but unfortunately, they're ahead of the pack. And right under them is Derek Engel, who is now 3 laps down. He was 4. Our leader after pit stops is Steven Gonzalez. Second is now Ron Acosta. Third place is teammate Zachary Fitzwater. Yates Racing is now running second and third. Fourth is Dillon Young. Fifth, Alex Ferranti. Sixth is Shawn Henley. Seventh is Cody Llamas. Eighth is Tim Fiegel. Ninth, Jessica Shelton. And rounding out the top 10 is Alex Drayton. The rest of the top 15 are William Duncan, Michael Norman, Joshua Mudd, Shaun Gallighan, and James Silverfox. James Qualls and Charles Jackson really need to hope for a quick caution here. And they really need to hope that Steven Gonzalez doesn't put them back a lap down, because he does have a fast 55. Charles Jackson and James Qualls better hope that they get good restarts. And the green flag is back out. You know, man, it looks like they did get restarts, but they probably won't stay away for long. And oh boy, just as I said something, Ron Acosta, he's challenging for the lead under Steven Gonzalez. And oh man, this is going to be bad for the 55. He's going to be stuck on the high side behind lap traffic. And oh man, Steven Gonzalez, he's dropping like a rock right now. Ron Acosta, he's already put James Qualls back a lap down. He's trying to do the same thing to Derek Engel. But Charles Jackson, he's trying to stay ahead of the pack. He really wants another caution to get back in this thing. As Derek Engel, he's already put down more laps down. And James Qualls, unfortunately, he's stuck behind the 5 car. But right now, Ron Acosta, he has a cushion now. He has a lap car blocking both the outside and inside line. But it looks like his teammate Zachary Fitzwater now, he's gotten away. Yates Racing is dominated right now. They're running first and second. Now here comes Alex Ferranti in third place. But here comes Shawn Henley being pushed by Tim Fiegel. And oh man, we're still having some heavy racing, but the leaders are pulling away. The leaders are indeed pulling away, and Acosta, he's trying to catch Charles Jackson to try to put him back a lap down, but he needs to take it easy. Fitzwater, he's going to try to chase down his teammate for the lead now. As third place now, Shawn Henley, he's trying to catch up, but he has a lap car in his way by Derek Engel, and Tim Fiegel, he's stuck behind the 25 now. He wants to try to get that for third place. As Ferranti now, he sits by himself, but now we see Jessica Shelton and Michael Norman up here. Michael Norman, he's getting into the top 10 after running in the back almost all race long. Well, now we see William Duncan trying to get around Kyle Mathews. He's trying to come back, and oh man, I just think I saw Steven Gonzalez smack the wall, and oh man, he is dropped like a rock. Oh man, he restarted at the lead, but now he's dropped all the way back into the 15th position. And oh boy, we got trouble. Oh man, Poteet. Oh man, Poteet got taken out. And Joseph Lombard, he was also involved. Caution is out. The caution is out, and that is a blessing in disguise for Charles Jackson. He is back in this race. He almost got put back a lap down, but now he will stay on the lead lap. And oh man, Poteet, he got taken out by someone, and he came up right in front of Joseph Lombard. Oh man, Kris Wascher, he's up in smoke. He's finally done. Zach Hamlin, and oh no, Stephen Pollard the third. Oh man, and he was actually leading for a couple of laps. He didn't come down pit road until the second cycle. And oh man, there's Alex Drayton, he's damaged. There's Dillon Poteet, and there's Jackie Tang in the 77. Oh man, it looks like Poteet won't go for 2 in a row this season. And there's Joseph Lombard, who really took a huge beating right there. And that is not good for Joseph. He's second in the points. He's trying to chase down Dillon Young, but this is not what he needed at all. Trying to see if I see anyone else with damage. I don't see anyone, but oh man. That just goes to show what can happen in an instant. But I can tell you one guy who was happy to see that caution. That guy right there, Charles Jackson, the mayonnaise man. But now the question is, if he's on a different pit cycle, but these drivers just came down pit road, I don't think they're going to come down again. But let's see what happened to bring out our third caution of the day. And here's what happened to bring out our third caution. I believe Alex had a little bit too much Jamba Juice in his helmet, because he just hooks the left rear quarter pounder of Dillon Poteet, and that just sends both of them down straight into the wall. And Poteet, he just hits the wall head first, and Alex Drayton, he actually gets stuck on it and sent to a spin. Now Poteet, he came up right in front of his teammate James McCloud, and Joseph Lombard, unfortunately, he was the one that got hit. But how did McCloud not hit the 10 car? I mean, that was close. And there goes Pollard the third. Oh, he almost misses the 10. And then we see Zach Hamlin get involved, and Danny Wells, he misses that accident. But still, though, oh man, that's a tough break for a number of these guys. Pollard the third making his second Cup Series debut. Joseph Lombard trying to chase down Dillon Young for the points lead. And then we see Kris Wascher. He actually gave a hit to Zach Hamlin, and that's what put him up in smoke. But, oh man, two good friends come in contact. And Drayton, there he is. I believe he came back on the track, I think. He came back onto the track. I think he was trying to recover himself after Poteet came in contact with Lombard. He was trying to turn back around. He tries turning the car around. Then here comes Jackie Tang into the picture. Then right there, he just gets rear-ended by the 77. So that's what sent the 51 back around, and that's what made him teleport to pit road. So a real tough break for a lot of guys here. The field is dwindling down as the race is slowly coming to a close, but it's still not over yet. Oh man, we have 6 cars just littered at a turn 4 right here. Drayton, Tang, Hamlin, Wascher, Poteet, and Pollard the third. And here we are back at Indianapolis. We're going to restart on lap number 24 with 9 laps to go here for the Brickyard 400. And we have a few more drivers now out of the race. Zach Hamlin is out of the race. Kris Wascher is out. Stephen Pollard the third is out. Alex Drayton is out. Jackie Tang, Dillon Poteet, and Joseph Lombard. They are now out of the race. We have 26 cars. Well, 27. We have 27 cars left. And the laps are winding down. Our leader right now is Ryan Acosta. Second place, once again, is Zachary Fitzwater. Both drivers still looking for their first wins. Shawn Henley, he's now running in third. He's trying to get his second win of the season. The same goes for Tim Fiegel, trying to get his second win of the season in the 9 car. Fifth is Alex Ferranti. He's got Derek Engel in the way. 6th is Kyle Mathews. 7th is William Duncan. 8th, Jessica Shelton. 9th, Michael Norman. Rounding out the top 10 is Pichu London. The rest of the top 15 are let's see, James McCloud, Garrett Snyder, Rohit Vadarevu, Cody Llamas, and James Silverfox. The field is getting smaller and the laps are winding down. Ron Acosta, he is driving the race of his life as we're having the restart. And oh man, his teammate is sticking with him, but don't count out Shawn Henley yet. Shawn Henley is now moving to the inside here of Zachary Fitzwater. Shawn Henley right now in the number 25. I'm trying to find him in the point standings. And I can't find him right now. I'm going to have to come back to him. And oh boy, Zachary Fitzwater, he's starting to drop like a rock now. Zachary Fitzwater, right now he's stuck on the high side of Derek Engel. And oh man, the top three are trying to break away. Ron Acosta, Shawn Henley, and Tim Fiegel. As I said, Ron Acosta, he is driving the race of his life. He really needs a quick caution. But Shawn Henley, he's all over the back bumper. And Shawn Henley, I just found him in the points. Right now, he's 7th in points. He's still trying to get his second win. Ron Acosta's trying to get his first. As Tim Fiegel, he's also trying to get his second win of the season. But Ron Acosta, he's really doing some defensive driving. He wants his win more than anything right now. Now we see the pulsar to William Duncan trying to come back. He just got around his teammate Alex Ferranti. William Duncan, he's trying to get back in victory lane. He still hasn't won yet this season, and he's our season 2 champion. William Duncan trying to work on getting around the lap car of Derek Engel. If Derek Engel didn't encounter engine problems earlier, he'd be a great contender to win this thing. And now it looks like William Duncan's finally gonna get the inside run. And the caution's out. The caution is back out. And Acosta has led them back down. And oh man, we have 7 to go. I think we're gonna get set for a green-white checker. I'm not sure, but oh boy, Charles Jackson and Jessica Shelton, they both had rear damage. Something happened between 11 and the 4, and I don't see anyone on pit road. And Skye Commons, he was also involved in something. And oh boy, and Dillon Young, he has right side damage. The points leader, he was involved in something. Oh boy, this may have been another 4-car accident. Dakota Hughes has a little bit of hood damage. He may have been involved as well. So two Penske cars and 2 cars from Stewart Haas were involved. I don't know. Was this a scramble between teammates? I'm not sure. But Ron Acosta, he better think strategically here. This is his race to win and lose. I don't know, but let's see what happened to bring out hopefully our final caution of the day. Now here's what happened to Jessica Shelton in turn 1. She gets very loose in turn 1, and then she comes up right into the 31 of Kyle Mathews. But luckily both drivers managed to save it. But Shelton, she also gets into the right side wall after coming in contact with James Silverfox, and she manages to keep it going. So Jessica, I believe she had a tire rub because she started to lose a little bit of speed. And then the same lap, we had another accident happen regarding her right here, like right here at the entrance of turn number 3. Shelton right now they're going 3 wide behind her, and she's already losing a little bit of speed after the contact with the wall after turn 1. As we see them just coming out of turn number 3, we see that Charles Jackson actually bumped up into Garrett Snyder, right into Jessica Shelton. Then Charles, he ends up getting turned, and then Skye Commons, he came in contact with Garrett Snyder, but I think they both managed to get away from that. But Charles, he comes up right in front of Dillon Young and Noah Boss, but Dillon Young, he got the absolute worst of it. Then Skye Commons, he came up right in front of Dakota Hughes. Then Skye, he comes in contact with Jessica Shelton, and that sends him into a spin, and that sends Jessica straight into the wall. So a little tango between teammates there. That was enough to bring out our 4th caution. Just guys driving hard near the end of this race. That was just racing right there. I don't really think anyone's to blame there. If anybody has watched the NASCAR SEGA Cup Series, you all know that that there's a tendency things that happen in the NASCAR Sega Cup Series. So I actually pray right now to the great creators of NASCAR Racing 2003 season, please do not let any cars blow up through this, because we're about to have a 3-lap shootout to determine our winner for the Brickyard 400. And no drivers retire out of this one. We're going to have a 3-lap shootout, and Ron Acosta is the race leader. Ron Acosta has been in my leagues for close to 2 full years, and he has not won a single race. Shawn Henley and Tim Fiegel running second and third. They're both trying to get their second wins of the season. William Duncan is now fourth, trying to get his first win of this season. He won twice last season, and he is the champion. Alex Ferranti, he's now fifth. Pichu London is sixth. Seventh now is James McCloud. Eighth is Michael Norman. Ninth is Zachary Fitzwater. Rounding out the top 10 is James Silverfox. The rest of the top 15 are Rohit Vadarevu, Kyle Mathews, Joshua Mudd, Steven Gonzalez, and Shaun Gallighan. I really don't need any cars to blow up right now. And Ron Acosta, he better hope he gets a good restart, and he better hope he can hold off that charge in 25, because Shawn Henley, he will be coming. Shawn Henley will be coming for that 38, but now it's up to Acosta. The final 3 laps of the Brickyard 400. If the caution comes out, that is it. And we're having the restart. And oh man, both the 38 and the 25 got good starts. And Tim Fiegel, he's trying to do whatever he can to catch the 25, and he's blocking the 6 car from making a move. But William Duncan, he's moving to the inside. But Shawn Henley, this is the main story right here. Shawn Henley, he's just biding his time. And oh man, he's trying to get to the inside of the 38. He's trying to get there. He's under the 38, but can he make a move this turn? No, he can't. Acosta's got the straightaway speed right now. And here comes William Duncan now. He's on the inside of Tim Fiegel. And oh man, almost contact between the 9 and the 6. Duncan has his Rouse racing teammate, and Tim Fiegel has his Everham teammate under him. Oh man, we're not coming to 2 laps to go, and Shawn Henley is running out of time. Acosta, he better keep doing what he can. We're still going green. We are still green. It's still all about Acosta. And oh man, but don't count out William Duncan yet. He's on a charge right now. He is on a charge to catch that 25. William Duncan's trying to show why he was the season 2 champion. And oh man, Tim Fiegel, he's starting to drop back a little bit. He just got passed by Fitzwater. And oh man, this is just turned into a 3-car race. William Duncan's trying to get to the inside of Shawn Henley. He's trying to do it this turn, and he's trying to get under him in turn 4. Oh man, contact! He couldn't do it. He came in contact with the 25, and we're coming to the white flag. This race is going to end under the green. Last year it ended under caution, but this year we're going to see checkers. Shawn Henley came in contact with William Duncan. That slowed him down. He better chase the 38 back down, because he just has 3/4 of a lap left. But Acosta, he is clean in the air. He's trying to do what John couldn't do last season. John Acosta last season drove the number 13, where he lost to Dillon Poteet in the 5. But right now, with no competition, he's heading into turn 3. William Duncan now going to the inside of Shawn Henley for second place. And William Duncan, he's trying to get the inside run on the 25 to take away second, and he's trying to get a run on the 38, but it may be too little too late. Coming out of turn 4 for the final time to finally capture his very first Sega Cup Series victory, Ron Acosta. He will win the Brickyard 400. Two and a half seasons of trying, scratching, and clawing his way to the top, but Ron Acosta, he can finally call himself a winner. Ron Acosta wins the Brickyard 400 and captures his very first Sega Cup Series victory here at the Squared Oval. The Season 2 champion and Shawn Henley driving by on the outside to congratulate the 38, and here comes his teammate trying to show the same thing. But oh man, if anyone deserved to win this race, no one was more deserving than Ron Acosta here today. Second place was William Duncan. Good show for the Pulsator. He tried to get back up there. Shawn Henley, well-deserved third place for his new Napa 35. And oh man, we had a wreck back here. I saw Jessica Shelton go around. Let's rewind it real quick so I don't have to go to a replay. Oh, I believe they all just bunched up here. Looks like they all just bunched up. Skye Commons. Oh, Jessica Shelton, she just ran to the back of Garrett Snyder. And oh man, the two, they did come together on the last caution. So that may have been a little payback to the 16. I'm not sure, but Shelton, I don't think she's good. Oh man, I don't think she's too happy with that 16 car. Oh man, tempers flaring. But oh man, tempers are flaring here at Indianapolis. But here's our winner right there, Ryan Acosta in the number 38 M&M's Ford Fusion. Finally capturing his first ever Sega Cup Series victory, and he will be the driver to kiss those bricks. Trying to make sure I have it here. And I have to make sure to export this because I really don't want to do this over. S3 Brickyard 400, and this race is indeed in the books. Ryan Acosta outlasts a charging Shawn Henley and William Duncan to win here today. Zachary Fitzwater, teammate, comes in a strong 4th place finish. James McCloud ends up with a top 5 out of Irvingham. Alex Ferranti ends up 6th. Tim Fiegel 7th. Steven Gonzalez 8th. 9th was Pichu London, and rounding out the top 10 was Cody. Cody Llamas right now, he was the highest finishing guy, so he may pass Joseph in the points. I'm not sure. Okay, the rest of the top 15 are Kyle Mathews, Michael Norman, Rohit Vadarevu, Joshua Mudd, and Noah Boggs. That's the top 15 there. Then we have Danny Wells, James Silverfox, Garrett Snyder, Shaun Gallighan, and Dakota Hughes. They ran out the top 20. Then it's Skye Commons, Jessica Shelton, Joshua Collar, Dillon Young, and Charles Jackson ran out the top 25. Charles Jackson was put a lap down due to contact with Dillon Poteet, but he still manages to get a top 25 finish. James Qualls ended up a lap down, and Derek Engel was 4 laps down due to stopping in the under the apron of turn number 2. Okay, and from 28th on down to 42nd, none of these drivers finished the race. Joseph Lombard, Dillon Poteet, Alex Drayton, Jackie Tang, Zach Hamlin, Stephen Pollard III in his debut, Kris Wascher, Seth Cole, Trent Dunham, Dougie Shears, Charles Sandfer, Linda Wright, Levi McIntire, and Ian Dutta. Indianapolis definitely showed no favorites here today, but one guy's gonna be able to kiss those bricks today, Ryan Acosta. And I have to say that there was a pretty great race despite having 4 cautions, and I really hope it really wasn't that bad of a wreck fest. Well, that does it here for the NASCAR Sega Cup Series. The next race to be uploaded is one of the closing races of the NSCRA Caterpillar ARCA Series. Don't forget to check that out. Who will be the ARCA Series champion, and who will win the next truck race after that? You're gonna have to like, comment, and subscribe to me, TrentTheHedgie, to find out. Congratulations one last time to Ryan Acosta for winning the Brickyard 400, and we'll see you next time.